From the roar of the crowd to the flashing lights of Hollywood, few names command attention like Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. He is larger than life, not just in stature, but in ambition, charisma, and resilience. From a tumultuous childhood marked by poverty, struggle, and family challenges, to the bright lights of professional wrestling and the red carpets of blockbuster cinema, The Rock's story is one of grit, reinvention, and unshakable determination. Some know him as a wrestler, some as an action star, some as a businessman and philanthropist. But beyond the fame, beyond the muscles and the tattoos, lies the journey of a man who refused to be defined by his circumstances. In this episode, we explore the life of Dwayne Johnson, the highs, the lows, the triumphs, the setbacks, and the unstoppable drive that turned a boy from Hayward, California, into one of the most recognizable, bankable, and beloved figures in the world. This is the story of The Rock. Dwayne Douglas Johnson was born on May 2, 1972, in Hayward, California, into a family steeped in wrestling legacy. His father, Rocky Johnson, was a pioneering African-Canadian professional wrestler, and his maternal grandfather, Peter Mavia, was a revered Samoan wrestler. But life was far from easy. The family moved frequently, financial instability was constant, and Dwayne's early years were marked by both cultural richness and hardship. School was tough. He was often bullied for his size and heritage, struggling to find a sense of belonging. His parents separated when he was young, and the instability weighed heavily on him. Yet amid the turbulence, Dwayne found refuge in athletics, drawing strength from the wrestling legacy in his blood and the resilience of his family history. Football became his first love. He excelled on the high school field, earning attention for his sheer power and determination. Yet even then, life threw curveballs, injuries, academic challenges, and the looming question, what would he do with his life? Some stories suggest that a teenage Dwayne once considered quitting sports entirely after a brutal game left him battered and humiliated. But inspired by his father's lessons in discipline and perseverance, he kept pushing forward. Dwayne earned a scholarship to the University of Miami, joining a football program that produced an NFL talent. As a defensive lineman, he faced intense competition and grueling training. His coaches often remarked on his uncanny ability to anticipate plays and rally teammates under pressure. Beyond formal games, Dwayne spent hours studying opponent tendencies, memorizing plays, and perfecting techniques, a discipline that foreshadowed the precision he would later bring to wrestling and acting. He also formed strong bonds with teammates, learning leadership, resilience, and camaraderie. Off the field, Johnson struggled with identity and purpose. Though admired for his size and talent, he wrestled with the fear of failure, questioning if football was truly his calling. These moments of introspection would later shape his grounded, motivational approach to life and leadership. Despite standout performances, Dwayne's NFL dreams were cut short. A brief stint with the Calgary Stampeders of the Canadian Football League ended abruptly after being cut from the team. The setback could have broken him, but he channeled the disappointment into relentless determination, embracing wrestling as the next chapter of his journey. During this period, he also began cultivating mental toughness techniques, including visualization and journaling, to cope with pressure and uncertainty. These habits would later underpin his legendary work ethic in wrestling and Hollywood. Additionally, he leveraged relationships with his college mentors, learning the importance of networking, humility, and taking calculated risks, skills that would serve him when transitioning to the unpredictable world of entertainment. Wrestling was in his blood. In the mid-1990s, Dwayne entered the World Wrestling Federation, WWF, initially wrestling as Rocky Maivia. Early performances were met with mixed reactions, and fans mocked him for being too polished, too corporate. Determined to succeed, he trained rigorously, honing mic skills, crowd interaction, and in-ring storytelling. By 1997, he reinvented himself as The Rock, a confident, brash, electrifying persona that captivated audiences worldwide. His signature catchphrases and eyebrow raises became cultural phenomena. During this period, he faced skepticism from veteran wrestlers who doubted whether he could succeed outside his father's shadow. Yet he absorbed every lesson, turning doubt into fuel. One infamous live match involved a botched move that could have embarrassed him, but he improvised and transformed it into a highlight, earning chants that solidified his superstardom. He also learned to blend humor and athleticism, mastering the art of crowd psychology. Whether mocking opponents or engaging fans, The Rock's charisma was undeniable, showing that his presence alone could dominate any arena. New paragraph 1. Outside the ring, he cultivated a persona that balanced humility and showmanship, connecting with fans through interviews, charity work, and candid moments backstage, establishing early the brand that would follow him into Hollywood. New paragraph 2. Johnson's adaptability in wrestling, from dramatic feuds to comedic segments, showed a creative intelligence beyond mere physicality. This ability to read audiences and adjust performances became essential when he later tackled film and television. Even at the height of his wrestling fame, Johnson had his sights on Hollywood. He studied acting techniques, watched legends like Schwarzenegger and Stallone, and honed his presence for the camera. His first big break came with The Mummy Returns 2001 as the Scorpion King, leading to his own spin-off. Despite initial skepticism from studios, he demonstrated that charisma and discipline could overcome typecasting. Auditions were grueling. Johnson often faced rejection for being too imposing or wrestler-like, but he persisted. His early acting lessons, combined with his wrestling experience, prepared him for the physicality, timing, and improvisation that would define his Hollywood roles. Off-screen, he continued rigorous fitness routines, blending performance preparation with physical conditioning. His relentless work ethic became a hallmark, inspiring future collaborators and solidifying his reputation as a dedicated professional. New paragraph 1. During this period, he also took voice and diction lessons to ensure his performances could convey subtle emotion, not just physicality, showing an often overlooked dedication to craft beyond wrestling spectacle. New paragraph 2. He built strong relationships with directors, stunt coordinators, and co-stars, learning that collaboration and professionalism were just as critical as talent in sustaining a Hollywood career. By the 2000s, Dwayne Johnson's career skyrocketed. Fast and Furious transformed him into a global superstar, and films like Jumanji, Welcome to the Jungle, Central Intelligence, and Red Notice cemented his versatility. Behind the cameras, he became a master negotiator, securing creative input, control over stunts, and flexibility to explore diverse roles. Fans connected with his motivational posts, behind-the-scenes content, and candid reflections, creating a global community around authenticity and hard work. Johnson's appeal extended beyond action. His comedic timing, emotional range, and ability to convey empathy elevated his performances. This multifaceted talent made him a bankable star across genres, resonating with audiences of all ages. New paragraph 1. He also experimented with producing, ensuring that stories aligned with his values and vision, demonstrating a savvy approach to shaping his career trajectory and creating long-term impact in Hollywood. New paragraph 2. Meanwhile, he maintained rigorous physical conditioning and personal branding, understanding that his image, consistency, and fan engagement were critical for sustained box office success. Beyond wrestling and film, Johnson built an empire. 7 Bucks Productions gave him control over projects, and partnerships in fitness, beverages, and merchandise expanded his brand. He emphasized giving back. "My platform is bigger than me. It's for everyone trying to make it." His humility and ambition combined to create one of the most influential personal brands in modern entertainment. Johnson also innovated in social media marketing, connecting directly with fans through motivational messages, behind-the-scenes glimpses, and candid moments. This strategy fostered loyalty and elevated his brand beyond traditional celebrity culture. New paragraph 1. He diversified his ventures with smart investments in health, technology, and lifestyle brands, demonstrating that his approach to wealth was strategic, sustainable, and aligned with his personal ethos. New paragraph 2. His storytelling extended to motivational talks, interviews, and appearances, reinforcing his philosophy that success is not only about achievement, but also about inspiring others. Dwayne's life off-screen was filled with challenges. Early career setbacks, family struggles, and the pressures of fame tested him. He openly shared battles with depression, using his platform to encourage mental health awareness. Parenting became central to his life. His daughters taught him patience, perspective, and balance, influencing both his film choices and motivational messaging. Johnson's emphasis on family highlights his philosophy. Success is meaningful only when it positively impacts others. He also faced intense media scrutiny, navigating public perception while maintaining authenticity. His resilience in the face of criticism became a defining aspect of his personal and professional identity. New paragraph 1. Johnson cultivated hobbies and routines outside work, surfing, philanthropy, and family projects to maintain equilibrium, emphasizing the importance of personal well-being alongside career demands. New paragraph 2. His marriage to Lauren Hashian and commitment to fatherhood became a stabilizing force, allowing him to pursue global ambitions with grounding values and perspective. Johnson's philanthropy spans education, disaster relief, military support, and healthcare initiatives. He frequently visits hospitals, sharing humor and hope with children, blending celebrity influence with genuine compassion. He mentors young athletes and actors, instilling discipline, respect, and self-belief. Former mentees credit him with not just career guidance, but shaping life philosophies. His example demonstrates that fame carries responsibility, and influence can be used to empower others. New paragraph 1. He launched initiatives for youth empowerment, combining scholarships, sports mentorships, and public speaking to ensure the next generation benefits from opportunities he once lacked. New paragraph 2. Johnson also uses his platform to address social issues, championing inclusivity, mental health awareness, and resilience, making him a role model beyond entertainment. The Rock's philosophy, resilience, integrity, and adaptability, is rooted in his challenging upbringing and honed through wrestling and Hollywood. He continually reinvents himself: athlete, actor, entrepreneur, philanthropist. His legacy lies in achievement, inspiration, and the lives he touches. From Hayward to Hollywood, his journey proves that with grit, humor, and heart, one can reshape destiny. Johnson also emphasizes legacy beyond wealth or fame. What you leave behind is the impact you have on people, not your bank account. New paragraph 1. His influence inspires a culture of persistence and optimism, showing that adversity can be transformed into opportunity through discipline, creativity, and empathy. New paragraph 2. By mentoring, producing, and leading by example, Johnson ensures that his impact will endure across industries, generations, and communities, cementing a legacy that transcends entertainment. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is more than muscles and charisma. He is perseverance, reinvention, and inspiration incarnate. His story teaches that no matter the obstacles, passion, discipline, and integrity can build a life that inspires the world. From wrestling rings to Hollywood sets, from early setbacks to global superstardom, The Rock's journey is a testament to resilience, vision, and heart. You've just listened to another story from Story Vault, a place where lives, legends, and moments are kept alive. If this journey spoke to you, if it made you think, smile, or see the world a little differently, do me a favor. Tap that like button and subscribe to the channel. Because here at Story Vault, there's always another story waiting to be told. And I'd love to share it with you. Until next time, keep your curiosity alive. And I'll see you in the next story.